father of nation. The big problem is I can like education system, what it tells is people are not reading, he's not studying, he's not good fit. It's not about like, as Albert Einstein said, everybody is genius. It's all about like we have to identify what is that skill set which he's really good at. Like if you see elephant, fish, lion, tiger, everybody is good in something. Like the way how elephant, like the way how fish can swim in the water, even lion can swim in the water, right? It's all about identifying our abilities and use it. And the most important thing is, instead of telling someone is not studying, making them curious. Like if the horse is not drinking water, like making horse run for 100 kilometers, or not 100, like 5 kilometers, and obviously it becomes thirsty and it's going to drink. And the thing is, like we have to understand like what is that people want, the consumers, and giving the knowledge to them which can help them to get the results is the most important thing. Teaching people how to take like bite-sized information, how to connect the dots is the most important thing. The people who use this technology next coming days as a consulting or like coaching is the most important thing. Now if you see formal and self-education, formal education is all about becoming a part of system that allows a systematic plan. Everybody knows that, you know, where you go, like graduation, post graduation, then you become a part of a scenario. But over here in self education is like you can learn whatever you want, whenever you want, any skill you want, with the right as a consultant. Like you can ask, there are like so many experts. If you want to learn about fitness, you just go out there on the internet, find out who is the best fitness expert, who is preaching what he's doing. And if you want to learn about public speaking, like the best person whom I know is like author Sherry Sir. Like he has done like so many TEDx talks, Joe's talks, and everything, because it's so important to learn from experts. Experts can show you the way, get the highest ROI in least possible time. If you want to do the mistakes, right? Like life is too short. And this is like a small graph which I want to show. Some may not like it, but I just want to show the reality, how things are working right now. Formal education versus online education. We learn the things which is in textbook. We learn about the chemical equations or the trigonometry or whatever it is, but we don't know exactly where it is applied. And whatever we learn, like everything, in fact, like Sundar Pichai, the CEO of Google, said, the things are changing so fast. Like whatever we are learning in formal education, next 5 years, 10 years, everything will be like disrupted. Like we are learning something which is going to happen like last 10 years back. We are learning that, but we are not learning what's going to happen in future. We have to catch the trends early. And that's why it is so important, because online education shows you like updated, like it's very updated. You can learn from experts. Most online courses have money back guarantee, a fraction of cost, and you can learn at your own space. Do let me know guys in the chat, what do you guys like more, like formal education or like the online education? And next slide please. Online, that's great to see, Wilson. And new way of succeeding is all about identifying your customer niche, because everyone out there is like want to learn. And like we just have to identify what is that niche which we are really good at, and find the problem the market has now, and what is the biggest problem people are facing, and craft an offer, like a no-brainer offer, and then learn the skill. See, skills comes last. Like you first have to identify what are the market's needs and desires. If you're able to understand what do people want, understanding the psychology, what people want, what are the biggest problems they have, and then start solving the problem, that is how like you'll be paid. And next slide please. And the golden statement over here is, the store to knowledge is the world inconvincible, but knowledge hasn't solved the world's biggest problem. It cannot. The vast majority of problems in the world and in corporate boardrooms are caused by failures of imagination. A lot of people tell knowledge is great. Okay, I'll tell knowledge is power, but knowledge without execution is completely useless. At the same time, if knowledge was the only thing, right, like all the greatest people who must have revolutionized the whole world should be like librarians or someone who's reading a lot of books. It's not just the knowledge. We must think bold. Like imagination is the most important thing. And next slide, please. How we'll be able to get results, opportunities for ourselves is like, what is the important thing is like you have to understand how you can create a blue ocean. Creating a blue ocean is key. How we'll be able to get results, opportunities for ourselves, that is what is the most important thing. And next slide, please. And there are like three types of people. The number one, first type of people is always complain everything, avoid problems. And I hope like no one, like in fact, nobody of type one people are going to come to watch this webinar. And a lot of people will be in type two or like type three. Over here in type two, basically always find solutions. Like people who work in big corporate companies, jobs, like we always are curious to find solutions, always have answers. And the type 3 people are the great revolutionary visionaries. In fact, like when I talked like few days back with author Sherry Sir, like I saw he was a very great visionary. He has comes with great dreams and like how we can change the world, how we can impact millions of people's lives. And that's the most important thing. Like thinking bold is the most important thing. When you focus on problem, you lose the goal. But when you focus on the goal, like you lose the problem. Here's the golden statement: don't just focus on the problem, figure out the goal. Automatically the problem will be sorted out. The need is like boldness. The boldness is the most important thing. The world needs more warriors because of the curse of knowledge, imagination, which can change the world. It's all about like imagination. And it's all about there is no problem that entrepreneurs and innovation can't solve in the world. It's all about we just have to think bold and start going out. And do let me know, guys, once in the chat, is my voice clear or not, so that I can proceed like much forward. And is my voice everything clear or not? And the golden statement over here is, let's not focus on the problem. Let's focus on the solution. That should be the key. There will be always problems. Tell me who in the world doesn't have a problem? Everyone, from a normal person to a millionaire, billionaire, trillionaire, everyone has a problem. We just have to focus on solutions. When we focus on solutions, automatically the problems will be gone. And mindset required for like radical shift is all about society has developed a notion that you must have a huge amount of money, capital in order to become successful. I don't believe that. Taking good risk, smart risk, everything. See, the most important thing is first is like you need the right mindset, like the entrepreneurship spirit. It doesn't matter you have a team of 5 people, 50,000 people, or like 5 million people. The secret ingredient is like you need a moonshot doesn't cost you anything. The secret is all about having a great mindset. Next slide, please. The golden statement over here is, I'm not afraid of army of lions led by a sheep. I'm afraid of army of sheep led by a lion. If you're a great visionary, you can always win in the world. And over here right now, why is online business the best business model out there, like coaching or consulting? Because we have the time freedom, money freedom, and location freedom. We can go in fact anywhere in the world and work from any place, anytime, and still make a huge impact. Basically, there are like three kinds of business. Basically, for the first thing is product, which is like e-commerce, or like if you see the world's richest people like Jeff Bezos, Amazon owner, like basically he has the stores. Basically what happens in product is like there is a lot of inventory, shipping, delivery, marketing. You need a team, you need like shipping. There is like a lot of expenses. This is a very amazing business. And the second one is services, like providing your services, like example in digital marketing, providing Facebook ads, copywriting, subscription models. It's amazing. But if you see the third business model, see, in fact, the first one is good, but you need like lot of capital and like you need lot of team members, everything. The second one is amazing, but if you do any wrong, like the client is going to stop you and he's going to tell you like, I'm not getting the results, I don't want to continue the services from next month. But over here, the consulting, why consulting is a very beautiful business out there in the world is like it's all about just sharing your knowledge and information with the people. Like whatever skills, knowledge you have, everybody is good in something. We just have to identify what is that we are good at. Are we good in singing, dancing, cooking, playing, jumping, whatever it is? We just have to identify and start sharing people whatever skills we have. And the golden statement over here is, it's building is wrongly constructed, we can demolish and reconstruct the same. But if the education and the step towards career goes wrong, it cannot be reconstructed. Like it's always so important to always train your brain and like know exactly where to go about. And now I'm going to tell you why consulting. What are the benefits of consulting? What is the beauty? How and why we have to be in the part of this system, and like why we have to start sharing our knowledge. See, because as I've said, like consulting, you need to have like you don't need to have like so much resources. Only a laptop and a good internet connection is good to go. No need to build any product, like there is no any shipping product, there is no need of any like inventory or something. It's all about you just share your knowledge. And there is like high profit margin, because there is no much of offices, there is no much of team members, there is no much of softwares, there is no much of rents, office, everything. In fact, you can manage and do a consulting business, in fact a 6-figure or a 7-figure business, by just having a team of like 1 people, 2 people, or maximum 5 people, and good amount of money like you will be receiving in every day. You can start now by your existing skills, and you can upskill yourself. Full freedom, you can work from anywhere in the world, and your name becomes a brand as well. And it's all about sharing your knowledge. And some of the misconception what people have about consulting is they think like, oh, to become a consultant you need to have a college degree. They think like you have to study in top notch schools like IIM Bangalore, or like any IIM in the world, or like any IIM in India, or else like you have to get graduated at IITs, or like get a Stanford or Harvard degree. See, to become a consultant, you need not go to like top notch college or school, and like you need not take like have like hefty student loans. You need to have the knowledge what it takes, and like your willingness, like your heart to share the information and knowledge. And it's not like consultants travel all around the world, like always traveling. And it's all about you need to have knowledge of business. And why consultings are the best, and only what are the 3 things, the most important things which is required as a consultant if you want to grow. The number one most important skill what is required in today's world is like your mindset shift. The most important thing is having a right mindset, how exactly to go about and how to rewire our brain. And the second most important thing is you have to pick your niche. What is your niche? You have to choose down. And is it like public speaking? Is it like branding, personal branding? Is it like helping people with funnels, digital marketing services? Is it like fitness? You just have to identify and offer how you can put a good no-brainer offer. And you need a proven and a repeatable process to attract and convert the clients. And these are the 3 most important things. You just need to have a 6 or a 7-figure business. And next slide. And my struggles, doubt and anxiety when I got started, I was not the person whom I was like you guys are watching 4 years back. I wanted to do something by starting a business. I was so afraid to face the day that I couldn't get out of the bed. I was like so lazy and I was so deprived. In fact, I had like so much stage fear. I wanted to do sales calls. I wanted to get more customers, but I was too afraid to speak on phone and procrastinated. I wanted to be confident and worthy of success. I couldn't face talking to customers and felt unworthy. I wanted to be productive, mentally sharp, but I was like too afraid. What's going to happen? What will people think? What will it happen if I do some mistakes? I wanted to save money and be responsible. I always spent surplus money spending on like so many things. And then I identified the most important thing is like it's all about we just have one life. Either we have to risk it or like regret it. And next slide please. And it's all about changing the mindset. Coming from the social economic backgrounds, like I was born in a small village in a small place in Karnataka, Bangalore. KGF, Kolar Goldfields. How many of you guys know the movie KGF? Just tell me yes in the comments, okay? And where I grew up as a normal middle class family, and my mom was a teacher, my father was a government employee, and there were like no much opportunities in my place. I always wanted to figure out, and then I shifted to Bangalore, like Silicon Valley of India. From that time my mind was blown away. I wanted to like I was seeing everything as like scarcity, like the water is scarce, the resources are scarce, I can't grow because I'm from village. But once after I came to city, I started to explore more things, and I went to every event. I went to so many events. Then I realized the most important skill is all about like mindset. Once we tune in, like once we upgrade our knowledge, once we started going to events, like we'll be able to get a lot of things. And next slide, please. And it's all about developing an abundance mindset. Is all about first step is like realization. What will cost me if I don't change? This is the question which I have you everyone have to ask yourself. What is that thing which I have to do right now so that I can help more people? I can give a better life to my family, friends, relatives, and impact more world, impact more people in the world. What will I miss in my life if I don't make this shift? And what is it already costing me mentally, physically, emotionally, financially, and spiritually, making the pain of not changing so real to you, so intense, so immediately that you can't put taking action. It's all about shifting the mindset. Next slide, please. And it's all about clarity, how clear you are about your goal. Usually we get started with how and when I got started when I was 18 years old, I just had a plan how to make money online, just like anyone else, like the most searched keyword on the internet, how to make money online. I saw so many opportunities like blogging, cryptocurrency, affiliate marketing. I was fallen into the trap of shiny object. I didn't know exactly what was my passion because I was not having clarity. And this is crucial. People aren't clear about what they do. A lot of people tell this person is not motivated. See, everyone is like motivated. The big problem comes like we don't have clarity exactly what we have to do. And instead of asking the question how to make money or when to make money, we have to ask this question. Next slide, please. Clarity is like a magnet, and clarity is the power, and the clarity is the foundation of the peak performance. If you are clear about what you have to do, you will get. It's always said by visualization, having super clear, and the possibilities are like endless. Like once you are like super clear, you will become like a magnet, and you can attract all the success towards you. And next slide. And when you are super clear, you will be able to understand and you will be able to express yourself clearly what exactly you want. Clear thoughts create like clear responses. Unclear thoughts create unclear responses. It's the most important thing is having a clear and open-mindedness. When you're open-minded, like you will be able to get. Only when you ask, like you will be able to get. The universe is like a gift. Only when you ask, like you'll be able to get. And next slide, please. And instead of asking how and when, you have to ask, what is that you have to do? What is your why? What is that one thing why you are born? See, what is the difference between a human, horse, and a pig? Everyone is a human being, but we are the only humans, like living beings on this entire planet who can do so many things, and that's why we are so much different. We have our mind, we have the power of concentration. Where our focus goes, like we can go out there and start solving a big problem. And that's why it is so important to ask what you want to do and why you want to do that thing and who. And I just want to tell one more thing. I want everyone to write down like your goals, like what you want to achieve, and write down like why. 50 reasons. See, why I'm telling you reasons is a lot of people write down the goal, and in fact like 80% of goals after new year, like after February, the goals will be gone. Like people forget that goal. And the most important thing is like the most important thing is like you have to know what why you want to achieve that goal. Write down 50 reasons, because you are going to become 50 times more powerful than a person who just write down his goals. And that is why important, like 50 reasons why you want to become a public speaker, like dash dash dash. Like example, I want to impact more people, I want to help more people, I want to give a better life to my family members. This is my life, like that. And it's all about sharing whatever knowledge you have. And next slide. And the golden statement over here is good communication is the bridge between confusion and clarity. If you can communicate your message well, right, it doesn't matter, you know, English, French, Spanish, or Gujarati, Hindi, Malayalam, or doesn't matter. You can start sharing your knowledge, because there is someone out there in the world who wants to learn from you, right? And it doesn't matter, like you just start sharing your knowledge. Don't wait for the perfect time, it's never going to come. Focus. See, when you where your focus goes, like energy flows. Instead of doing 20 different things, focus on one thing, your main goal, like why you want to do it, and start working on it. Next slide. And why it is so important to protect your attention. See, it's like we are moving in the world which is like hyper competitive, where technology is like disrupting so many things. Like, see, like example, like Ola, like few years back we used to go for like cab, like lift please, Ola had come, and Ola Uber had come, and in fact you can order like you can book your call from your fingertips, staying in your house in a air conditioned house, and you can book your cab. And in fact now within few years, like we'll be able to see, like even a disrupted technology like Ola or Uber will be disrupted by self-driven cars. And that is why it is so important in the education system as well. Like right now there was olden days, like we used to go and study below the trees, right? Like my forefathers father's father, right? And now we are studying in a colleges and schools. In fact, who knows, maybe our children or like the next generation people, in fact they can read everything from their fingertips. In fact, there'll be like neurons, right? Like pre-programming, just like how we connect our pen drive to our laptop and we just save all the information. In fact, like all the information we need not even learn, we can, just like how Google came, right? And like we can search whatever information we want, we can gather, we can get the information whatever we want whenever we want, because attention is the key. And next slide please. And it is so important, like a 80-20 rule, like focusing on few things which can give you like massive results. And that's how like you'll be able to go about. As we have little less time, I'll go a little more faster. And next slide please. And the golden statement over here is, where your focus goes, energy flows. Always make sure that like you focus on the most important thing. And next slide. And why do people hire consultants? Basically these are the three biggest reasons why people want to hire consultants, because the inability to do the things on their own, the first reason. Second thing is wanting to fix it like faster. Third thing is wanting to follow a proven system and process. See, in fact, everything we can learn on our own, but it's going to take years, decades, or even much more time. But if we have a mentor, a guru, or a coach, it's going to become things so easy. As even Kabir, Saint Kabir Sahib said, right? Like one of the world's most genius saints out there said, Guru Bade Govind said, like there is a dove in India. I don't know like the full lines, but some things what I understood is like you just need to have a guru and a mentor in place so that he shows you the exact path for you to achieve the success. And it's all about, as a consultant, like you can start sharing whatever knowledge and skills you have. And the golden statement over here is, your goal shouldn't be just to pay the bills, but to be paid for what you're worth. And most people try to undercharge. They don't know their true potential. The most important thing is like we are like so capable. Like we have learned from so many years. We have studied in the best schools. We are in the best country in the world, right? And it's always charge what you're worth. Don't try to undercharge. Don't think undervalue yourself. And I repeat, a lot of people undervalue ourselves, and that is why a lot of people, even from different countries, when they want to take any services, they think Indians are cheap. Like we are not cheap. We are like the most smartest people. If you see all the biggest companies in the world, like the Google, Microsoft, everything, the CEOs are like Indians. We have to show whatever knowledge and skills we have. And next slide please. And the definition of consultant is all about, in a simple terms, a lot of people will tell consultant is this, that. I'll tell you in simple terms. A consultant is a person who takes a person from a point A to point B. See, it doesn't matter like some people tell, I don't have any degrees, I don't have certificates, am I capable to teach someone? See, it's all about, you just have to know little more than the other person knows. If a person knows point A, like you know until point B, like you just have to identify how you can take that person. Now you have already reached the point B, right? You just have to know a little bit more than him. In another example I'll tell you so that you understand much better. Imagine you are from class 5 and there is a person from class 1. In fact, you can teach him because you are at class 5, you are 3 levels better than him, right? Like you can share whatever knowledge you have. And that is what consulting is all about. Taking a person from a point A to point B, current situation to desired situation in the least possible time. And that is the reason why people hire consultants and pay consultants, because they want to save their time, money and the hard work of like trying to figuring out on their own. And next slide. And the golden statement over here is, when you serve your customers better than anyone, always like the return you will be able to get like very soon. And it's all about, you just have to serve. And it's all about just going out there and identifying, like everything is an opportunity, like walking, cycling, bike, car. And it's all about how fast you can take your customer. Next slide. And the three most important skills what is required for you to grow as a consultant is, one is like having skills, second thing is markets needs, and the third thing is interest. The most important thing is like the markets needs. Once you identify what is that people want, where there is huge demand, second thing is what are the interest what you have to ask yourself. Don't ask like your friend, don't ask your uncle, don't ask your grandfather. Ask your own self, introspect, do your time, you time for yourself. In today's hyper connected world, we always think about what's going to happen for others. We are always worried about what's others lives going on. Instead, stay calm and figure out yourself what is that skill like you have, and become like producers, not consumers. Next slide. It's all about educate, entertain, and inspire. And that's how you will be able to scale like your business, at the same time like help more people as a consultant, educate people, help people, and make an impact. And business is all about like cause and effect. A lot of people tell this technical terms or like this jargons. Business is all about B2B, B2P, everything. At the end of the day, it's all about like people to people. It's sharing whatever knowledge and skills you have. And that's how, and as Elon Musk said, you will be paid for the proportionate of the problem you solve. And it's all about like you have to identify what is that skill you are good at, and start sharing people, and pick a niche, like a micro niche. Like if you are into fitness coach, figure out a diet coach, weight loss coach, yoga coach, man, woman. Like the deeper the level you go, the much easy it's going for you to help more people. And next slide, please. And how to find the things what you love to do is, a lot of people ask this question. In fact, I show in my community, in my programs as well. See, the most important thing is figure out what is the obsession, what is that one thing which you are ready to go all in, which you are ready to put your heart, blood, and soul and to go all in. And what is that thing which you extremely love to do? Imagine you have all the money, all the fame, all the name, everything, still like you want to do that thing. And what is that? And in fact, you can even search like your YouTube history, Google history, like you will be able to find out what is the things which you love to do. And even you can learn, you can ask your friends. And the next most important pillar is high ticket offer. See, once after you have picked your niche, the most important is coming up with a great offer, like S plus O2, sulfur dioxide. How many of you guys have learned in this school? Just tell yes. Okay, I can only remember this one equation, right? See, offer is all about when two particles collide, and it's going to become like a boost, like a chemical reaction happens. And this is like a no-brainer offer. Next slide, please. And it's all about, see, people don't want to wake up in the middle of night and be texting you and what is the offer, what is the discount or anything. It should be like a no-brainer offer. And it's all about identifying what exactly people want and giving that to them. Next slide. And it's all about coming up with a minimal viable offer. What is that thing where people want, how you can take a person from a point A to point B in the least possible time? And that's how like you'll be able to help them. And next slide, please. And I help niche to get results dashed by my offer. Like you help a niche, like you help people to improve their video skills, like you can help people, like it should be like very specific. And as a consultant, if you want to start sharing knowledge or skills whatever you have, like you just have to identify and what is that thing. Like I help, like niche, like example, like public speaking or whatever it is, you just write it down. And what is the results which you want to get? And this is how, this is an actionable step also which I'm telling you. Like have it like very specific. And that's how like you'll be able to help people. The world is so big, we can't cater to everyone's needs, but if you have a niche, like you will be able to win. Next slide, please. And it's all about why 80% people fail is they talk about highly specific offer. It's time to wind up, please. Yeah, we'll go a little faster. Asif, like you can go next slide. Next, you go. Next. You can come to the next, like you'll be going to the end because we have like less time. Next. Next. Yeah, see, this is the most important thing. Okay, how we'll be able to get more clients and help more people is organically. It's all about like identifying the methods how we can help them out, and a value video and a survey and a call. Organic is all about like Facebook or Instagram posting value knowledge, and you bring people on the call and like you will be able to close them. And this is how like you will be able to help more people. Next slide, please. And it's all about hyper magnetic attraction marketing. See, in fact, you don't need to spend a lot of money on paid ads, all those things. You just identify like who are your target audience, join the Facebook groups, start sharing your knowledge, expertise, and that's how you can go about. Next slide. Next. And the most important golden statement is the illiteracy of 21st century will not be those who cannot read or write, but who can't unlearn, relearn, and learn, unlearn, and relearn. Like Evan Turner said it. How many of you guys agree? And yeah, it's all about the most important thing is like sharing and value video. Like you can start sharing your videos, and that's how like you'll be able to impact. Next slide. Next. Come to slide number 100, Asif, directly. And this is like the sales process, how you can go from current situation to desired situation, identifying the people and helping people in whatever way you want to go about. And that's how like you'll be able to help more people. And these are the tools required. In fact, a lot of people, this is an actionable step, which I'm telling you. You just need a Zoom, Calendly, and a Facebook profile. That's it. You can go from 0 to 6 figures, making more than 1 lakh by sharing your knowledge and expertise. Go to 112th slide, Asif. 112. And this is like a blueprint like which you guys can take a screenshot, and these are the most important thing. Like you must need you have to be like super clear about what you have to do, niche, transformation, and offer and mechanism. And this is how like you'll be able to help more people. And 120th slide. You can go to 120th slide, the last slide. And conclusion, remember that you just have one life. Either like you have to risk it or like regret it. Surround yourself with the smart people and question them. Always be learning, always be curious. And that's how like you'll be able to grow as a consultant, entrepreneur, whatever it is. And age is just a number. Don't think like I'm just 15 years, 55 years, or even 105 years. Always there is no end to learning, and there is no end to sharing your knowledge. And the day you become humble is the day you become successful. Always keep in your mind like you always have to help people, respect elders, mentors, and that's how like you'll be able to help more people. And the next is like Q&A. Like if anyone has any questions or doubts, do let me know. And yes guys. And if you have any yes sir. Thank you.
Sharing the wonderful knowledge. Anybody has any question and answers? Any questions? You are please.
I think Sukhvinderji has raised the hand.
Yeah, Sukhvinderji, please go ahead.
Good evening, everyone. Akshay, it was a great session. On a lighter note, what you had before the session.
Yeah, sir, just like some.
It was a rocket journey, and it was nice.
Thank you, sir.
Thanks a lot for the session.
Yes. Thank you, sir. I hope you all liked it.
Anybody else would like to share anything?
As if you can stop sharing the screen.
Okay, so what I have understood from your session, Mr. Akshay, that
I have one question. Sorry, Deepak.
Yes.
Deepak, I have one question.
Yeah, Shiriji, please.
See, am I audible?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, you are audible and visible.
Okay. I am always in this dilemma where we talk about online technology, online learning, and all those. What one thing which bothers me, and in the past 1 year, which is also I'm experiencing about the social skills of the children or the students. We can learn online. We can learn on no issue. But can we link? Can we link? Why I am asking is, can we create some kind of a course material? Can we create some kind of a method where we say how your children will learn social skills despite learning online? Because it's all about interacting, playing with other students, fighting with them, not speaking with them for 2 days, again going back and saying we are friends. How can that happen? Can we create something like that?
Absolutely. Sir, what we can do is, it's all about, one thing is like people learn in 4 different ways. One is like having a right mentor and a teacher. And second thing is getting answers and questions solved by the mentor. And the third thing is creating an online community, like how even author Sherry sir has created like a public speaking community. Like that, I have created my own community, like consulting for entrepreneurs on Facebook and even like YouTube channel. What we can do is by creating a community when all like-minded people who want to have the same goal, when they come and meet, there is a chemical reaction going to happen. Like so many people have the same vision, mission, and vision when they join. Like they push the boat much faster, and like you will be able to get like more support and help also. Like example in public speaking, when I wanted to do my first video, or like if I would have shown to my friends from my locality or my school members, they are going to laugh at me, even my family members also. But when I started to post in a community where all the like-minded people, like where people wanted to do some mistakes and still it is acceptable, when you post over there, you are just like a normal person. They don't think like you are a different guy, and that's how like we'll be able to help others also and get our questions and answers solved, and we can go about. I hope you got your answer.
Yeah. Regarding this, I think this is a change which is happening, in this, especially in this lockdown, and the change we have experienced, how we are able to connect socially. Even the kids are learning. So the feelings, all the new things, they can get used to it. They are now learning, they are interacting online itself, and slowly the technology also will develop. The touch, the feeling, and all those, I believe even our systems can have something to feel later on. They can develop, they will develop. And then you can touch the thing, and then you can feel the sensation of the friend and all. So even that thing can come up. So this is just one addition I would like to add.
Yeah, well said.
Absolutely.
Well
Yeah.
said.
Yeah, in fact, once after we create communities, in fact, we can do even like meetups also once in a 3 months or 2 months where all people can meet in like selected places and they can share. Yeah.
Thank you, everyone. We have the poll coming up.
Mhm.
So please tell us how engaging was the session according to you. 1 is the least and 5 is the highest in the choice. Yeah. So the poll is coming to end. 3, 2, 1, goes off. So we have people who rated you 5 and 4. So people enjoyed the session, Mr. Akshay.
Yes.
That's good. Yeah. Unfortunately, what I felt is that the time was low and time was less. We should have planned for a bigger session for you. So maybe we should continue with some other day as well. So thank you, everyone. And Sherry sir, I request you to please felicitate Mr. Akshay.
Yes, Deepak, just give me a moment.
Yeah. Shall I, sir?
And I'm always open. If anyone has any questions, doubts, you guys can always reach out to me. I'll be on the internet, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. You can just search me, Akshay Rajsheakaran, and like you'll be able to find me.
Thank you, Akshay. And it was overloaded for us in the evening. Too much of rapid information. And
Yeah.
We need more time.
yes. And what is Calendly? You just today was the first time I heard about Calendly.
Okay. Okay. See, Calendly is all about
Okay.
like
Yeah, we can please.
like
You
where
can
you
first
can
have your
schedule like the
certificate.
appointments. Yeah. Thank you, sir.
I guess I went to be in your conversation. I'm so sorry. But let me continue because I think some problem is happening. So, Akshay, we want to thank you for such a marvelous session. As Suresh said, I completely second to him. You have been outstanding with your downloads and some real key inputs on the business. And I think people really share that, which you tried to share with the community. We are so thankful to you. We are very grateful to you. And we will definitely invite you in our upcoming sessions for sure. Please accept our heartfelt gratitude. And we cannot give you much, but we can definitely give you this digital certificate. Please accept. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. And as we are running short of time, I request Sherry sir to please share a public speaking ka tadka so that.
Oh, you don't request me. You ask the people who have joined here.
Yeah. Sorry.
I guess you should ask the members over here first to share something which they are observing. Any which ways, I'm ready. I'm damn ready. I'm always energetic for this.
Definitely, sir. I know that. Yeah.
Yeah, but we should invite the members over here. Like we can invite Pushpinder. Pushpinder ji, bahar aao, tusi unmute karo, camera on karo. Ki bana rahe ho khane ch? What's happening at dinner? We are feeling very hungry.
Yes. Today.
Yes. See, she's already in the kitchen. I tell you.
Yeah. I'm in kitchen.
I guess was right. Okay, ji.
So this is your public speaking ka tadka.
So what would you
catch hold?
So what would you like to share?
Of the thought.
Priti, what would you like to share about public speaking? You have been doing a lot of things. Oh, I've seen your podcast also. What would you like to share about public speaking? Very quickly. You are my mentee. Don't say no.
बस जो हम लोग अभी दिन भर मतलब जो हम सोचते रहते हैं, सुनते रहते हैं, तो फिर जब लगता है कि हमको उस नॉलेज को शेयर करना चाहिए, तो पब्लिक स्पीकिंग से बढ़िया प्लेटफॉर्म कोई हो नहीं सकता. और आपने जो कॉन्फिडेंस हमको दे दिया, तो हम कैमरे के आगे बस आ जाते हैं, ऑन करते हैं और शुरू हो जाते हैं.
Oh, lovely, lovely. Thank you. You're always awesome. We really get inspired from you. Thank you very much. Gagan Chetri. Gagan Chetri is part of the community people?
No, sir.
Okay. All right. Anyone else who would like to share? Gaurav, you would like to share your 2 cents? I think you have so much to share always.
Well, I think I would love to have those slides, details which he missed, because there are a lot of slides and some very important things he shared. And I would love to, know more, because there are a lot many things which is very interesting. In fact, I have seen it somewhere else also. So it is like a revision for me. Thank you so much.
Great, sir, great. But sir, public speaking का तड़का जो है ना, वो आज शेरी सर ने दिखाया है कि ऑडियंस के माइंड को पकड़ना है.
Oh yes, very well said.
सर ने ऐसा गेस मारा है कि एग्जैक्टली एकदम फिट बैठा है, तो सर ने माइंड पकड़ लिया ऑडियंस का.
Oh wow, what a great analogy you have picked up.
Thank you very much.
Presence of mind. This is another public speaking tadka. Your presence of mind.
Yes.
Connected it. Very well said.
So, thank you, Akshay. I thank you once again on behalf of the entire community. And I'll share you the link if you want to become a member of our community, because we are growing up with all like-minded people. And to everyone else, namaste, stay safe, take care, enjoy your weekend.
Thank you so much.
And
Bye-bye.
let's connect once again next Thursday with another great session on the way. Thank you very much. Stay blessed.
Bye.